Welcome to Vibes of India. I'm Janvi and this is the latest segment of My Journey, My Vibes. This is an exclusive Vibes of India segment where we discuss about a person's journey, their challenges, their struggles and what's the way ahead. Today I'm sitting with actor Denisha Ghumra and we will take a deep dive into her life and her story. Welcome Denisha to Vibes of India.
Thank you so much.
So
Janvi.
glad to have you.
I'm very happy to be here.
So Denisha, tell us, like, apart from starting your career and then doing such incredible films, so where did this thought germinate from that you want to get into acting?
I think a part of it, and for me, generally, it's not just acting. I've always been saying it's an expression. It can be in forms of dancing or singing or painting or drawing and acting.
Okay.
So
just one subset.
Yeah. So I feel that the urge to always express, be on stage, dance and all of that was always there.
Okay.
But you never think it being from Jamnagar that you'll work in films or you'll come
get a national award.
Yeah, that was definitely. But you don't think that. And but I did a course in K School of Business Management. And doing BBA, I realized that this is not what I want to do. I did not know what, but not this.
Okay.
And I joined the radio and I landed up in a horrible play. But that horrible play, at the end of the day, made me realize that this is what I want to do.
Okay.
So it was a very double meaning, and I did not understand double meaning at that time, kind of a play. But being on stage and getting the response from the audience immediately, because that happens in theatre. And I think that is what made me realize that this is what I want to do, and eventually I started giving auditions and being in touch with the people who are working in this field, and the rest happened.
But then coming from Jamnagar, did you experience that friction from people that, acting career?
I think for the longest time I did not tell my father that I am in this. I'm in this already.
Okay.
I did not. And with the similar fears, and also the fear that our parents have, with the myths of this industry, which not all of them are true. Some of them are true, but I think what I faced was people judge you because you're a woman. In what terms is that, ये तो लड़की है, इसके लिए थोड़ा सा आसान हो जाएगा to bag or to get parts. But it's not true. It's not true. And the other thing that I faced was कि काठियावाड़िया बने थो initially. So then you work on it. Because initially I was okay, if I go to meet somebody and
they see the tone or identify.
Immediately in 2 minutes they'll be like, Saurashtra chon hai. You feel, oh shit. Because then they judge you that, in all your characters you're going to bring that
element.
Yes. Which is not true, and of course with practice I cultivated it कि कोई पण accent हो एमा आपने करी शकिए एवी रीते.
Okay.
But the major thing that I've faced in my acting, I mean, the theatre school which I was in, was this only कि you are little talented, you look decent, so you are going to get jobs even you do nice or you don't do nice, and that has been the most
frustrating.
Yeah, and I've written that.
Okay.
That this, because it was humiliating for me. That degrades that the hard work that you put in. Because it's a comment that whether you work hard or not, even if you're going to do a little bit average.
Just because you're a woman, you would get.
Yeah, but that's not how it
works. True.
Yeah, so I did get all of that.
True. And tell me that when you did Hilaro and it received a lot of praise, a national award, then what was the way ahead? Like you've reached a height in your career. Then how did you choose films, or how did you navigate the things later?
I don't actually feel that. Like I was just talking about this few days back with one of my friends that I feel that first of all, Hilaro has been magical for me. Like it brought me things that I never imagined a debut film would. So that's huge, and Hilaro has been huge for our cinema, for India as a whole. But I feel that the way, like, it can be a bizarre, but it's what I'm experiencing right now, that I feel that if a film would have got a national award, probably in some other parts of India, then I feel the exposure the actors would have got
Okay.
would have been much more than what we get.
Okay.
Because like let's say if a Telugu or a Malayalam film would have got a national award, and the actress would have got a national award, like the way we all did, and I see them getting more opportunities. Even from Hindi cinema, you know, the audition call, they pour in and all of that. But and it's not just about me, it includes all of the actresses that we are, and of course we are doing you know, work on our levels wherever we are at this point. But I feel, and maybe the reason can also be that we do not have enough good scripts to begin with here, you know, so maybe that. But what Hellara has given me to see ahead is that it has given me a sense of respect when I go on set, you know, because people will take you as serious actors. They will not take you as you know, because they know that you do some good work, like you deliver good basically.
True.
So that definitely Hellara has given me, and I've chosen luckily I've chosen, actually whatever I've got at this point, I'm not at a place where I'm able to choose at this point, but whatever I've got has been has not been completely just mainstream.
Okay.
You know, whether it be Neverland, which was on LGBTQ, or whether it is Satamatam, which is coming. It's an action romantic thriller, which is very, very new for our cinema, and whether it's Raktavir, I'm playing 4 characters in the same web show. So whatever I've done has luckily and touchwood been a little slightly different from each other.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one good thing.
Interesting. And even after all of these, how do you navigate through all this competition, or this, you know, women having to look a certain way or being a certain way? And
I think I'm still figuring it out. Yeah, like, you know, I still go through all of that, and there is definitely a place where women have to look a certain way, that according to my experience at this point. With Helaro it worked because, you know, my character was such where it works. But I remember that I worked way more, and this is a very honest answer, I worked way more when I was, let's say, 8 kgs downer.
Okay.
You know, like I think a year and a half back or something, I was constantly working. But, and I've got calls from auditions saying that, you know, we've got to know that you've lost a little weight, so I would like to audition you. I would like you to audition for this. And it's
did it hurt?
Of course. I'm like, that's what you got to know. You're not calling me because maybe I'm a good actor, you know. But it's sad, and I think I look up to actors like Vidya Balan, but then at the end of the day, I also see that when she bagged for Parinita, she did have to lose weight, and it does come on that, sadly. But I think we're working through it.
Yeah. So, do you try to make conscious efforts to deal with this?
Definitely. Like, you have to. There's no other way out. You have to make a conscious effort, or else the kind of parts that start getting offered to you are not the ones that you want to do. Because sadly, again, there are not enough parts for women here, wherein, you know, you're okay playing a 30-year-old. Nathi lakha 30 varashni. I'm not 30, but
still you can play a part.
Yeah, but you can play a part, but nathi lakha taiga. You know, then you have to choose something wherein it's either the girlfriend or either the wife, or so I think we are yet to explore that. And we will. I'm sure. Given Harsh and given, you know,
other writers
that we have, I think they are ready to experiment, and not experiment also, but they are ready to write authentic and different and all of that. So I'm hoping from them.
Let's hope so. And tell us, what do you aspire to do now? Like, what's in your bucket list?
I want to learn. I have started learning vocals. I am learning ukulele.
Okay.
And
studying music.
Yeah, I've always been inclined because my mother used to sing professionally for years, and so I think it's always been there, but I could never learn it.
Okay.
So I've started that as of now, and acting is something that I want to do all of my life.
Okay.
So there's no plan B. There is no what if this doesn't work, I'll do that. I'll do theatre, or I'll do anything, but anything in this, but I'll do this. I think
you're very sure of.
Yeah, I'm very sure because there is this high, and there's this satisfaction, and this good anxiety, everything related to it, and I don't think I want to let it go. So I'll do this, and I am planning to I'll go to Mumbai for a few days, be here for a few days, to just go there and see how it is. Go to the production house. And that also is a very different journey, I guess. But I think I'm
because
ready
of
to start.
competition, because of so
because of
much being there.
Yeah, and the good thing, pros and cons, but being in Ahmedabad is that we work through references. Of course, there are auditions, but there's such a small and niche group of people who
know you.
So there is always this call wherein if you're working with somebody new, you can call somebody and ask that how is it, how is the production, how is the director, or the experience, and you can share, and it's quite safe.
True.
You can trust people here, but because I don't know anybody in Mumbai, I think
it will be a tough thing to crack.
Yeah, to crack in.
True.
So, but that is what is ahead. That's what I want to do.
But over the years and all the things that you've done and achieved, do you feel a sense of pride in that achievement? Do you think you... Because the definition of success is very different for different people.
Yeah,
so do you feel that?
No, I don't feel anywhere near to successful. I think national award is something that is that I'm reminded by people around me. You know that you don't have this.
It's a big lead for them.
Of course, like my parents and the people who love you and everything. But I don't have a constant
baggage of
that there's a national award because I've got it and it's for one project and it's done. Now what better or what do you add to that? And I think great or good scripts make good actors.
Yeah.
And until that comes along, after in between at least every few projects, nobody can expect every project to be that, but at least 1 in 5
should.
Then maybe over the years I would feel that I'm going somewhere, not even reaching, because I just did a film with Ratna ma'am. I had few scenes with her, and looking at her, maybe I realized that there's no destination towards acting, because she is her age and she's doing these parts, and she's done lipstick under my burqa, and you realize that there is at any point and at any age there can come that part which leaves that mark for you, of course for the audience, but for you, and then even then you leave it behind, because then there are other projects you work on, better, not better, good, whatever, but she's always doing it, and I think that's what I want to do. That there's no reaching point, or there's no point where it's going to be this is it, because I don't think it's
you don't think there's a destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a destination. You always want to do different and more,
and tell us, over the years, what has been the most challenging time of your life where you felt like, okay, you can't take it anymore, and and maybe how did you deal with that?
I think work has not been challenging to me. It's always been
even failures, because in your field.
I think the waiting has been challenging.
Okay.
Because we did Hilaro in 2018. It got released in 2019 November. So the waiting of that.
Yeah.
And we did a film called Satamatam in Feb 2020 on March the lockdown. So the waiting, and since then, since Hilaro, none of my projects have been out. So I've done 4 films and 3 web series.
Okay.
But not a single thing has come out.
Okay.
So I think the waiting is really, really exhausting. It's challenging. because you lose patience at times, because you hope that, like Hellaro Ayu to bija throng projects aiva, then you hope that if Satamatam comes out or Rakta Beach comes out, maybe it'll
Help you.
help you push your journey forward, help you bring more different kind of roles towards you, because Hellaro ma to bahut alag j look ma and emotion ma, like the character was very very different. It was not at all it was a periodic film basically. So I think that has really been challenging. That people look at you and can imagine different characters, but काम पहला बार आवे.
Calm. Okay.
So I guess.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that frustration or that waiting period? You have nothing. Nothing is in your hand already.
I think I do cry it out sometimes, because then you feel a little lighter. It's out there. There are friends you can talk to when it's like that. And the rest, what I can do or what I figured out is that you can keep watching films, or you can keep reading, so that at least tamaru mental calm, or like if I watch a film, I'm not just watching it as a film.
You're watching
you see
the acting
you see what the actor did, you see how
nuances.
the character, all of that. I think that is what I do, which can also be again frustrating sometimes, because you see such great work and then you feel that, oh my god, how I can when you have the opportunity to do something,
which is close to.
Even closer, exactly, even closer. In theatre, we're still able to do it, because there are few writers who do that, but in films, so I'm really looking forward to that. But that is what I do. I read books related to acting. I read things related to auditions. I watch interviews and all of that.
Okay.
Maybe that's what keeps you hoping that something will come. Yeah.
And currently, as you said, that now your personal life has taken the front seat. You recently got married in December.
Yeah.
So tell me, how has that centered you, or do you think that can have any influence in your professional life also?
No, it cannot. I just recently gave this interview wherein I was asked that now that you're married, are you going to work? And I was like, Balraj is going to work, so
so are you.
so am I going to work? But I did fear, that at this point in time when that I've decided to get married, whether it will hinder, not that Balraj would hinder, or not that my family would hinder.
But your priorities change.
The priorities change, and sadly the people look at you also change.
Okay.
That's what I felt, that
But still the way people look at you change, like that.
Yeah, change, that they're not sure whether how much work you're going to do, whether you will do, whether you will devote that time, or I don't know what exactly it is, but you feel the change. And no, of course I'm married, but right now I feel I'm more focused on my work than ever, because I get all the time to myself. So when I was living alone, you have 10 things to handle, and you're living alone, and there are things. But now that you're married, you're settled in a way where you know where your house is. If you're living alone, you don't, because you rent here. You keep on changing and all of that. But right now, it's all settled. It's all there. This is how it's working and everything. So now I have all the time to do, just like to read, to watch, and thanks to my in-laws, they're amazing people, So I think I'm more focused than I was before when I was not married. So I work on myself more right now.
That's interesting. That has really worked out in enriching your career and your personal space.
And given that he is also from the same field,
he would understand it better.
He would understand it better, and even singers have their own kinds of struggles and the journey and all of that, So I think we can share things on that, and we have similar
interests. True. And now looking back, do you want to point out on any mistake, like any decision which might have been taken in any other way?
Okay.
Because people can learn from our mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think one mistake that I've recently realized about myself as an actor is that I always used to feel, especially after working with Abhishek sir, that I'm a director's actor.
Okay.
Now he's very clear with what he wants, and he's a very basically we had this same page of understanding, but I realized that it doesn't happen with every director that you work with. So one thing that I've realized is that of course I'm a director's actor, but I cannot let the entire responsibility be out on the director.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's what I've realized, because I have had experiences where the director is so open towards ideas, then I myself will get confused. That, then I have 3 options, and the director
and you
is like,
choose.
and the director does not have this one say, or like he is so open that he or she is so open that you can choose. Then I'm confused. You know that.
Then you have to take that call.
Then I have to take that call. But so I have to take that responsibility. I cannot completely rely on the director. That is one thing that I've learned, and I think I want to improve that in the future projects that I do.
Interesting.
Definitely.
And lastly, Denisha, tell us, like there's so many people out there who want to get into acting, who want to be stars, celebrities, but any misconceptions that you want to clear it out, something that you have learned from your journey that people should know?
I think you need to be very clear of what kind of work you want to do, what exactly it is that you want to do. Given social media, there is a lot of I think misconceptions and confusions about what is an influencer, who is an influencer,
who is an
actor, or who is a model. So I think you need to be very, very clear of what it is that you want to pursue. We have mixed things, and of course it works also for a lot of people, and even I do it for certain reasons. But if it comes to just acting, that what you want to do, it is not just about being famous, or it is definitely not about being a celebrity. Because that is a byproduct, and that follows or that doesn't follow, that changes like everything. But it is working on self, it is observation. I think that
really works. True.
Yeah. So I think you just need to be very, very clear, and this field is not like this misconception is for the parents, that this field is not just all bad and filled
there are
with
bad guys,
and there is this, what do you call, addictions. It's not just that. It is way, way, way more than that, and I feel addiction and bad guys, they exist in every field. They do. Maybe it's just that here it's more exposed, it's out there, but it's there everywhere. So I guess you need to choose where you want to be.
True. So I mean, there is a reality check that it's not the bad guys who are in the acting field only. But anyways, Denisha, we wish you all the best for your career.
So
we wish you all the happiness in your life. And for more such interviews, for more such interactions, keep watching Vibes of India. Thank you.